DJSbuBreakfast.
Good morning, Sanele! Welcome to the DJSbuBreakfast!
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm alive, how are you?
You're alive. You barely just made it through that greeting.
Yeah, you scared me there for a bit. I was thinking to myself, what's happening? If you could just give us a bit of a synopsis as to really who you are, where did it all start, and when did the business bug really start biting?
Sure. Okay. That's quite a question. But what I would say is that necessity is like the mother of all invention. I didn't do very well in my matric. I decided to find an alternative way to pursue my careers and ambitions, and entrepreneurship seemed to be a viable option for me at the time. It was still a buzzword back in 2007. It was still something that people were somewhat afraid of, especially young people. And I've always liked the odds. I've never really went with the journey where the wind blew. Mm-hmm. I then made a decision from then that I would get into business.
To someone who's listening right now, as you said, you create those opportunities. Where are the trends headed? That's just lingering just behind my head. I want to find out, where are the latest trends? Where are the best places to actually invest your money in right now?
Fintech companies are quite an exciting adventure now, because of the high yields and their relevance towards society. So everybody's moving towards fintech. Secondly, anything app nowadays kind of has appetite, with the people, because we live in a very fast-paced world, and a lot of people truly like the idea of having things easily done through their smartphones. And I think that is quite an ideal deal pipeline or opportunity for quite a lot of entrepreneurs. Yeah. But what I would say, out of all of this context, one of the things that still becomes quite interesting as a trend now is a lifestyle trend, in terms of food and beverage. Mm-hmm. A lot of young people, not just young people, even old people, are enjoying the outdoor. And when you are in the outdoor, one thing that you would need to get is food and beverage, you know. And we want to know that you're eating healthy food. We want to eat something different every now and then, apart from the traditional meals that we cook in our houses. So food and beverages is always going to be very relevant, and thereby making agriculture relevant. And that is also my personal passion.
And tell us a bit about gig cards.
Gig cards.
Yes.
Okay, gig cards is an exciting thing.
I see the smile.
It's like you're so passionate about gigs card. It's like I couldn't wait for you guys to get in there.
Gig cards is a prepaid card system
that
allows the card holder to top up and put money into this card, so that when there's an event, you just go through your app and select the events you want to go to, pay for the event, and the ticket is loaded into your card. So when you get to the venue, instead of producing a traditional paper ticket, you just tag with your card. And when you're inside the venue, you could buy drinks, beverages, and whatever.
Using the gig cards.
Using gig cards. As opposed to using your traditional check account or savings account, which is prone to a lot of scrutiny sometimes when you are looking at credit reputability,
What are the lessons that you have learned, and what sort of stuff can one just try and avoid when entering the world of business?
I think the biggest lesson ever is that entrepreneurship is not for sissies.
There's no time for cheffing around.
No.
In business.
So if you're a sis, you're a crybaby, please do not, because you're disturbing entrepreneurs with a clear purpose and vision. And one of the things that happens quite a lot is that people sit on ideas, hoping that somebody else would just know that you are sitting on an idea. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything has been explored, exploited. So we innovate and move on. And innovators do not really compete with ideas, they compete with time. And for as long as we are not the show-off, grandstanding entrepreneurs that just post fancy things on Facebook and Twitter, nice suits and nice ambitious cars, you're not an entrepreneur. That is not the kind of perception that we need to have most young people in. So I would rather that if you are indeed an entrepreneur, let it be visible by the things you do, by the actions you take, and by the stuff that you achieve.